Hey guys, Kimberly, Expedition Love. I'm out here and I am going for a hike this morning, and I just wanted to talk to you for a minute, a little bit more about those lies we talked about last week. You know, the truth is, those lies that we believe, those lies about ourselves and those lies about other people, the truth is they create so much trauma, so much damage in our life that we really have a hard time stepping into that agape love, that time where we're just tapping into our gifts and our talents and we're giving them away to others so that they can know who they are and see their full potential in life. And you know, I wanted to talk to you this morning about the struggle of getting past those lies, because it is difficult, you know, and what it really requires in order to get past those lies is committing to inner healing, committing to recognizing them, one, and then committing to taking a journey, an expedition to heal them and to come to a different place in your heart and in your soul and in your mind. So I want to invite you today to get on that journey. We're going to talk over the next several weeks about different ways that we can enter into inner healing and inner peace so that we can wake up to the lies and, most importantly, heal from those lies so that we can step into our true calling. And you know, I just want to warn you today, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be hard. You know, it's not going to be easy. But that's okay. The struggle is worth it. It's worth it to shed that pain and shed that trauma so that you can get to a place of inner healing and peace and walk in your calling. So today, you know, I was out here hiking and I thought I'm going to flip you around real quick so that you can, oh no, actually I can't flip you around. Okay, I'm going to show you from my background view. I'm going to show you a little analogy. You know, this hill right here, I love hiking. I mentioned that in my book. I love hiking. I love nature because it really tunes us in. It tunes us into God and to our energy. But you know, when you're out hiking and you climb hills like that, it's tough. It's hard. It's not easy. But you know, there's a metaphor involved here. You know, you're not going to get to the top of that hill. You're not going to get to the view. You're not going to get to the beauty unless you're willing to struggle and you're willing to climb. And that's what I want you to think of inner healing as a climb, as a journey. And yes, there'll be a struggle, but at the top of that hill, at the top of that struggle is a beautiful, beautiful place of understanding, of illumination. And it's going to take you into a place of peace and healing that opens you to the expression of love, to the opportunity to understand yourself and understand others and see yourself for who you are and see others for who they are, and start really tapping into that beautiful, beautiful place of healing, restoration. So we're going to do it. We're going to climb this hill. It's a lot steeper than it looks from down here, let me tell you. It's actually 3 parts. So we're going to climb it. I'm going to start out climbing it with you. I'm going to probably turn it off because I'm going to huff and puff and I'm going to struggle. And at the top, I'm going to show you the beautiful view. And I want you to think about inner healing when we do this. Think about, yes, you're going to struggle, you're going to push. But at the top, oh my God, at the top, oh my God, at the top is such a beautiful, beautiful new horizon. It almost brings me to tears. So don't be afraid of that struggle. Don't be afraid of the climb. Don't be afraid of pushing yourself, of breathing heavy, of huffing and puffing. Look, if Lola can do it, there's Lola. Can you see her? There's Lola. If Lola can do it, you can do it. Okay? So here we go. We're climbing. We're climbing. And we're doing it. And we're going to struggle. And we're going to push. And you know what? I'm going to leave you on. I changed my mind. How about that? I'm going to let you hear me struggle. I'm going to let you hear me huff and puff. That's right. You need to know the reality of it, the truth of it. The truth is, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Inner healing ain't easy. Getting over your trauma, it ain't easy. But you know what? It's okay. You can do it. You're gonna build strength. You're gonna build muscles. You're gonna build capacity. And you're gonna make it. Just when you think you can't go any further, you're gonna make it. Just when you think you can't do it anymore, you're gonna make it. And you know what? Look at that. Whew, we're already to our first plateau. And guess what? When it gets hard, you can take breaks on the way. Sometimes you can stop. Sometimes you can stop for a minute. Say, okay, I've already come so far. Whew. My heart's already beating. I'm already feeling alive. I'm gonna take a little rest. Whew. Take a small little break. But guess what? The journey's not over. There's more. There's more climbing to do. So let's go. Let's go. Let's keep the struggle going. Come on, Lola, you can do it. Let's keep the struggle going because we know what we're fighting for. We're fighting for freedom, healing. We're fighting for love. We're fighting for our purpose. Oh, and it's worth it. It's so worth it. So here we go. Whew. That's a heavy climb. But here we are. And guess what? We're already at our second plateau. Whew, yeah. Heart's pumping. Legs are burning. But guess what? Look how far we've come. Look how far we've come. Can you see that? I hope my camera's picking it up. Look how far we've come. But guess what? The struggle's not over. There's more. And we gotta do it because the truth is, it's at the top of that peak. It's at the top of that hill that we gotta get to. That's where our real healing is. That's where our potential is. That's where we dive into inner healing and we strip off so many lies, so many insecurities, so many fears that we start just bursting out in our life and our talents and our gifts just start flowing out of us in an abundant and radical way. And we start impacting others. That's where that peak takes us. So let's get there. Let's do this. And you know what? The harder you climb and the harder that hill gets, sometimes, honestly, the more energy you get because you know you're that close. You're that close to just understanding, to illumination, to freedom. You know you're that close. And that's how inner healing is. Every step you take is going to get you closer to a place where you find your true self and you know who you are. And that leads you to realizing who others are. My gosh, how powerful is that? Whew. We're climbing. We're climbing. We're struggling. We're doing it. You're doing it with me. We're almost there. Keep breathing. Push through the hard parts. Push through the hard parts. When you're at the hardest part, you're on the brink of your breakthrough. You're at the threshold of something new. When you can barely breathe, when you can barely talk, when you can't cry no more, you're at the threshold. You're almost at the end, but the end isn't the end, it's the beginning. Whew. Heart is pumping. Legs are burning. My goodness. We are here. We have done it. Look how far you've come. Wow. Wow. Let's take a look at this view. I really hope my phone does it justice because it is beautiful. I can see downtown LA. I can see all the hills. I'm sure my phone won't do this justice. But look how far we came. Look at that view. And you know the amazing thing is, when you take that struggle, when you take that journey, and you get to the top, you see things from a different vantage point. You see things from a different point of view, from a different clarity. You see things with a new set of eyes. And up here, high above everything else, you understand what God is trying to show you. And what is He trying to show you? He's trying to show you that He needs you to heal. He needs you to seek inner healing so that He can rise you up, so that you can begin to see who you really are and to see who others really are. We are all made in the image of God, and we are all meant to shine. No matter how different we are all meant to shine, and we all have a purpose on our life. So don't forget that. Don't forget the struggle. Don't be afraid of the struggle. Embrace the struggle. You might breathe hard. You might huff and puff. You might get sweaty. And you know what? You might not look as pretty as you normally do. That's okay. It's all okay. Because what's going to become beautiful is the inside, the mind. The mind is going to become new, restored, refreshed. The body is going to become healthy, and the spirit is going to soar. So I just encourage you, face that struggle. Jump into inner healing. Do it. Face it. Go through it. Trust me, the view at the top is so worth it. Until next week, guys, love and blessings.